Welcome back to the slowest, sewist ever. My name is Arlene, and I wonder if I should be thanking you for inviting me into your home or whatever space it is you're watching this. Let's go with that. I want to talk to you about my latest pattern. So this is it. It is Simplicity 8014. Can you see that, or is it too glary? I trace all my patterns, so they're much thicker than they normally are. So, any better? I made view B without the pockets. I don't need any more attention there, and with long sleeves. And I was going to try and just let this pass, but I forgot to put buttonholes and buttons on the sleeves. Everything else is done. Anyway, this is in my Make 9, and I wanted to tell you a couple of different ways that I would wear this if I wear this. I'm honestly not sure. I said when I did my Make 9s, my Make 9-ish, I think I called it, that I was trying a new silhouette, and it was yet to be determined if it would work. And I'm not sure it does. And by I'm not sure it does, it's kind of I know it doesn't. The I'm not sure part is I don't know. I'm kind of having a hard time getting my head around this. Why I would go to such trouble to be sincere in most things I do and say, and then make an effort to look different than I actually look. I'm struggling with that a little bit. Yeah. I'm short-waisted and wide-hipped. Kind of the way I was brought into this world. Anyway, so that's kind of the story on the dress. I will wear it, I guess, mostly because it's ridiculously comfortable. Because I'm used to, when I'm wearing skirts or dresses, for them to be relatively straight. And that's a different feel altogether. So this is kind of swooshy. And I haven't worn swooshy probably since I was super, super young. So I'll kind of let you know. The jury is a little out. Well, half of them's out. And this is a jury of 2. My husband said, yeah, it's well made, but I'm not sure it's you. And I'm thinking, it's not that well made, and I'm pretty sure it's not me. But anyway, it was a good make. It was one that I decided sort of halfway through that I really didn't like. I mean, once I started the trying on process, there were things that really bugged me. Like, I didn't realize, I always thought I had kind of broad shoulders, but I mean, this fits directly out of the package, except for the shoulders. I clearly need a small shoulder adjustment. So I decided it probably wasn't going to be for me. So that made it a lot less stressful. I'm curious, what do you do? When you make something that you've decided isn't going to be for you, do you stop then and cut your losses? Or do you finish it just to finish it? I finish things. I think probably, I can think of one time I threw stuff out mid-process. But I'm curious. Anyway, I decided, like everything else that I make and don't like, I don't mean everything else, I mean the stuff that I make and dislike, that it's a great opportunity. There's no stress, because I don't like it anyway, to practice some techniques that I've never done, or never successfully done is probably closer to the truth. Anyway, normally I would have hemmed this by hand. Yeah, all 300 meters of it. Slight exaggeration. I decided to do a blind hem stitch, and it worked. I guess full stop, it worked. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So I'm really happy that I learned or practiced something new. So all in all, it wasn't a waste of time for sure. Anyway, you'll see in pictures here, most likely here, me wearing it as the dress and then as a duster over a couple of outfits. I actually felt really comfortable in the duster outfits. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes. I have another question for you. Are you in camp multiple projects or one at a time? I'm in camp one at a time. I'm concerned that if I had multiple projects, that they would kind of, whatever one I get bored of, I'd move on to the next and never get back to the part I didn't want to do. Anyway, I'm taking part in the Recreate the Look 22 or whatever it's called. And like I don't know, I was going to say dimwit. Yeah, I'm going to stick with dimwit. I picked a shirt or a top and pants. And I have 2 weeks. Now, for most people, 2 weeks would be plenty of time. But in my effort not to say the name again, just remember who you're watching. Yeah, 2 weeks. At least I'll get some of it done. We shall see. This is, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name. It's a near beer, so it's a grown-up pop, as I like to call it. Well, that's all I have for you today. I shall see you soon. Thank you very much for dropping by. Thank you for inviting me into your place. We should do this again sometime. Take care. Hi. Welcome back. Or maybe I should be saying thank you for inviting me into your house or
Keep going. Might do that as a